What's up, Charlie? How you doing, man? At work, huh? Well, that sucks. I'm at work too. Gotta get this job done here. I just decided to go live. Didn't tell anybody. I was on dark water trying to win a knife. 10 people watching, nobody talking. Cats got all their tongues. Louie. Hey. Hey, hey, hey. What's up, brother? I'm sitting here sewing or lacing away. What's up, knucklehead? Just woke up out of my nap. I had a good nap. Oh, yeah. Almost done with this side, about 2 hours in. 2 more hours on the other side yet. Little blurry. Why is it blurry? Don't look like it's blurry on my phone. I think your phone's dirty. Getting better? Did you wipe your phone? My phone's crystal clear. Maybe it's the focus thing. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Well, who the hell? Who the hell has direct TV anymore? I bet y'all wondering what I'm doing, right? Yeah. I'll show you in a second. But get this darn needle in here. What the heck? Come on. Are you kidding me? All right. Whatever you say, buddy. There we go. Bill, this is a Spanish weave that I'm doing on a Harley gas tank bib. You know what a gas tank bib is? This alligator pattern, crocodile. I'm gonna put two lines of stitches of green, hunter green, alongside it. You can see here's the original one. I'm debating whether I'm gonna do this weave here next, but I'm on the first one now and I'm almost done. Then I gotta do this side. So I replicated it, but I'll probably most likely make it just like this bib here. But instead of the black stitching you see going up here, it'll be the hunter green stitching. Match the color of his bike. And I'm doing hunter green French seams on the whole seat. I'm gonna have it done by Friday night, so I'll show you all Friday night what it looked like. The whole bike seat. The one I've been doing with the croc. Love them watches, man. I collect fossils, brother. You know that. I'm gonna pull the plug on a Rolex that I put on tonight. It's the GMT Rolex Pepsi watch. I gotta talk to my banker tomorrow, see about getting 10,000 for it. Here's the new one I bought today that I didn't need a loan. Hold on, I gotta turn it around. Turn my phone around. This is the new one I bought today. Pretty sweet. $10. That's all that cost me. But the wife's like, why the hell would you want to spend $10,000 on a watch? I says, well, you know what? I could spend 10K on a Harley, a used Harley, you know what I mean, or a bike, but I'll lose every dime of it, and I might lose my life on it. I says, or I get a Rolex for 10K and sell it in 10 years for 15K. Just think all the knives I could get for that 10K, huh? I could buy a lot of knives, boy. Three more holes. This side is done. Anybody ever lace a Spanish weave before? Round weave? Ground fog. Came in off of dark water. So did Arizona. Didn't win the knives. Your live is super pixeled. I don't know why it is. Mine ain't. I see it clear as day. Same girlfriend. You see me clear as day? Everybody see me clear as day? I see me as clear as day. And I can't believe this needle hasn't come off yet. It's in and out. Man, isn't technology just wonderful? I mean, I could shit in one hand and fart in the other and see which one fills up faster, but that still won't change what's going on in technology with these phones. You know, they're only smart as the people that make them. Not very. Girlfriend is ground fog? Yeah. Okay. Now I know that. Oh, man. Y'all made me mess up. Talking to me and shit, and I went in the wrong damn hole. Son of a gun. I hate that shit when that happens. It's the first time the whole weave. That's what she said. See if I can get it back out now. This is like tough to do something like this. Come on. That's what I said. That's what she said. I beat you to it, Jerry. If I get this needle through without pulling my thread off of it. Oh, yes, I did. All right. Well, I have 2.5 hours on just this one side, and I'm 4 holes from the end. That'll be 2.5 hours. And these inside ones probably be a little faster because I won't have to go weave. This other one's just a crossover. This one here. It's just a crossover. But Spanish weaves take time. But it's the prettiest looking weave out of all of them. They didn't have a Spanish weave on this one on the top. That's just one of them cross-lacing stitches. I like the Spanish weave better. It makes it look more fuller. I hope you guys still love each other, man. We're all brothers here. We're all brothers here. Brothers from another mother. Haven't seen Justin in a while, though. I think he's pissed off at the world. There's Barlow Jim. What's up, buddy? That patch is looking sweet on your hat, brother. It looks sweet. Don't forget to get somebody to sew that on for you. Because that sticky stuff only lasts so long. Man, I tell you what. Whoa. Man, some of these are tight. Sure looks pretty, though. Spanish weave. Oh, it's ICU now for recovery. Jason's doing good. I take it. I'm glad to hear it. Our prayers worked for him. Gotta pay attention to what I'm doing here. Wait a second. The hat. It's an ICU now for recovery. The hat is an ICU for recovery. No update on Jason yet? Okay, I got you. He'd be okay. That's one thing hospitals are good for is immediate care. Other than that, they suck. Doctors only want your money. They don't give a shit if you. They don't want to heal you. They're not trained to heal you. They're trained to be legalized drug pushers. Take this drug right here. You'll feel better in the morning. And before you know it, you're gonna have to take this drug now because that other drug just didn't work out like we thought it would. And maybe this one here will help you even better. Made a permanent fix. Did you sew it? Is that what you mean? You could punch it with a leather punch just like you do a knife slip. Just hand sew it. Two more holes. It never come off. The hat never came off. The patch. Yeah, that seam tape is pretty sticky. That's for sure. You show Preacher and Seth anything that I gotten you lately, Jim? You see your pocket drop yet? Did you take anything to the show? No, this is for the scooter, yeah. But what it is it's a bib for the gas tank. I'm weaving the stitch patterns on the sides. Here's the old one. This is what I gotta do. There'll be about 6 hours in this when I'm done with it. Maybe 5. So if I'm gonna do this, keep myself out of boredom, I might as well go live tonight, right? This is an alligator print. Vinyl. And like I said, this is almost done now. I'm gonna stitch a green Hunter Green's color of his bike. So I'm gonna do a double stitch here. And then I'm gonna do that other weave, the cross weave all the way up. Same on the other side. Because I'm doing French seams on everything on that seat where the ostrich meets the crocodile. I'm the live video monster. The last live got me like almost 3,000 views. It's the Fun Day Sunday ones that get the most. I get between 9 and 15,000 views on my Fun Day Sunday. Not all the time. I got a few videos at 19,000, 15,000, 12,000. Depends on the content, man. What the world wants, you know. I'm gonna start concentrating more on what people really want when it comes to long form videos. But I'm gonna go over to my knife cabinet and show you all what I'm up to. I got 2 more stitches on this. I'm gonna take a break and show you my knife cabinet. I rearranged it. I got my big trade with Brother Louis today in the mail. I was all excited. The wife was going with me. We had to go to the Rising Network. And today, and before we left, oh, it's in the mail. I sat in the end of the driveway and opened up, unwrapped every knife, wrapped in washcloth. He wrapped each knife in washcloth. Here's one that he gave me right here. The Bug Out Buster's brother. Now I got both in my collection. I got 3 of the orange, and I might get one more of these from Louis if I don't order one. I'm going to try to order one. Because I want one to beat up and one to put it away. I got 2 put away of the other orange one. Never use them. I'll wait until you can't even buy them on eBay. And then I'll sell them for $100 a piece. Oh yeah, she loved them. She thought they were as cool as hell. Yeah, I posted the video on what I got from him. I love Louis. I love him. I love him. My Victorinox collection is growing now, and my Charade collection is growing. I'm going to show you all here in a second. I got 2 more stitch holes here. I rearranged my whole top shelf again. I get bored and do that all the time. Next week, it'll probably be back the way it was before. One more hole after this one. Can't believe my needle hasn't fallen off yet. It's hanging on by a fine thread. No pun intended. Oh yeah, I forgot one small knife. Here, I'll show it to you. Let me go through this hole here real quick. I forgot the most important one of them all. Actually, the best one made of them all. Tony Bowes would be the best if it was handmade by him. But Case had to ruin it and put his name on it. Case had to ruin it by putting their name on it. But who doesn't love a Case, right? You still gotta collect them. Okay, I'm about ready to go in the last hole here, she said. Good starter leatherwork ideas. Yeah. If you're a beginner at leatherwork and you're a beginner at stitching, well, knife slips are always good if you love knives. But key fobs. Come up with a good idea on key fobs. The round ones or the key-shaped ones, you know, they're easy to sew. Not too much. I done a lot of key fobs when I first started. What else? Belts are easy to do. And you don't really have to do any stitching on a belt. And everybody needs a belt. All right, last hole. I'm gonna stick it in her, and I'm gonna stick it in her good. I'm gonna stick it in her good. Yeah. I told my wife I need to contact Warner Brothers or one of them cartoon companies. Maybe get a side gig going. Impersonating cartoon characters. I can change my voice. I do a lot of different characters. Imperial is leatherworking tools, but I have made anything yet. I'm gonna make a key fob. Yeah, make key fobs, man. That's a good way to start. 2 layers, you know. You if you don't have a pattern, you can get one online and just use a compass and draw it out. 2 circles, a small circle, a bigger circle, and a smaller circle. Right? You draw it out with the 2 circles, and then you connect the 2 circles with your pencil. There's your key fob. Hole up top, right, for the key ring. And then all you do is you cut that out and you flip it upside down onto itself. Draw it twice. Now you draw that twice on the paper. So you got 2 halves. When you fold it together, it comes together the same pattern, right? The same shape. So and then you just sew around all the way around the circle till you get to the fold. It's a good way to practice. You can do many things with them. You go in the Hobby Lobby, they got ganchos of all sorts. You can get the cross gancho, you know, if you're a religious person. You can get the Wild West star, you know, the cowboy star. They got the Marines ones, the Army, Navy. I got one somewhere. See if I can find it. I don't know where the heck I put it. Can't find it, but I'll show you another idea here. I got a couple other types of ganchos for like the women. Women love hearts and stuff. But here's one here. God almighty. Gosh almighty. Dear Lord, help me here. There's one. I can't find the other gancho, the military one. I got it sitting somewhere. But now you got these ganchos here, shape of a heart, and they're just a thin piece of tin that's been stamped to look pretty, you know. But what you do is you'll punch 2 holes, you know, or you get a rectangular punch 2 holes, and before you sew the 2 halves together, you'll tie it on with a leather strap the same size of the slots. And then, so you have 2 strands of leather lace that wide coming out, and they do what's called a cowboy knot, which essentially you cut a hole, run the lace through itself, cut another hole in on that one, and then run the other one through it, and it makes like a lace weave. That there, or you can do one with the one that's sideways. Now, there's all kinds of fobs. You type in leather fobs or conchos, and you can type in fobs and see what kind of style that you like that you can cut out and use. So anyways, what was I going to talk about now? Oh, I was talking about doing the cartoon characters. Popeye, right? Y'all love Popeye. You want to hear me talk like Popeye? You want to hear me talk like Popeye? Oh, LOL. How's that? I could do a lot of the Muppets characters too. One of my favorites, Kermit the Frog. Hi ho, Kermit the Frog here. Sing song. I could do Curly from the Three Stooges. No, 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 no. Why certainly? Oh, wise guy. All right, I guess I got to go in this last hole again to finish off this here stitch one more time because I don't have no more holes. And this thread's about to fall out with this needle. I'm surprised I got this far with it. Must have glued her on pretty damn good. But, yeah. I am what I am. I'm Papa the Sailor Man. Doot doot. I'm strong to the finish, 'cause I eat me spinach. I'm Papa the Sailor Man. No, 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 no. Certainly. All right, I think I'm done on a stitch here. I just gotta figure my exit wound here now. Oh. That's it, folks. This side is finished. Now I can start the other side. I'll go over and show you my knife collection here. Yeah, I mean, these things here, it takes me longer to do one of these than it does to sew up a motorcycle seat. Really. I'll show you here. I got all the parts cut out for the motorcycle seats. I'm going to sew it all up tomorrow night. But, yeah, here's that weave. You know, unlike the cross stitch. Big difference. It's more decorative, I think. So I'll do that on this side too. And then I got to do this cross stitch. Back up and down, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, all the way up on both sides. Each one of these, like I said, takes a minimum of like 2 hours. There's nothing you rush, man. That's why I'm getting $1,200 for this motorcycle seat. Do one a month of them, I'm good, right? Oh, I'm going to give it up, though. Another year and a half, I get my Social Security. No more upholstery. If I come across another fob, I'll show it to you. Or not fob, but another gancho. But anyways, I make key fobs, and this is cool to do because all you do is cut it out, stain it, and stitch the nose together. That's all you do, and stitch the key ring thing between the ears. But I make horse heads. They get look them up. Horse head key fob. They got a dog head key fob. Different types of dogs. They got a cow key fob, a pig key fob. And it's just folded up leather that looks like an actual head of the animal. It's pretty cool. And I was selling a lot of them at flea markets, man. We got a lot of farmers and ranchers around where I live, and they just eat the shit up, like the cowboy boot purses that I made. Okay, that said, I'm gonna gets me a drink of me raspberry blueberry tea. Well, I'm gonna have to go in and out. I don't know why you can't see me. Can you see that better? Is that a better view? Yes or no? Slightly. Well, then, you know what? Let me, how's that now? Is that better? I put it on hold and came back. That's way better, Jerry? If it's way better, say way better. Don't say yes. Yes confuses me. Anyways, Louie, here's the one I forgot to add in my collection. Remember the slip I made for it? This is a belt holster for my a belt holster for my Victorinox custom shop Victorinox. I forgot to add this to my Victorinox collection that's growing. So, and you know what? I'm getting to the point where I'm not just buying a bunch of knives anymore. I'm solely concentrating on the ones I want to collect. If a bunch of knives come up at a garage sale, I'm not going to buy them just to buy them. I'll let the next guy that wants them buy them. But, oh, cool, look at this. You want this, Louie? I'll send it to you. It's a little brass belt buckle. I just came across this. I don't know where the heck I got it. Might have been a garage sale. Serial number D13333. What does it say on here? Where's it made? I don't know. Anyways. Little cute guy. It's about 1.5 inches wide. Let me see how it look on the belt. The size of it for the belt compared to my other one there. I can't do this. Big difference. You want that, Louie? You want this belt buckle sent to you, buddy? Baseball. See if we can see the name on there again. Oh, okay. We'll talk to you later then, Yukon. Let me see here. What's it say on the back? I gotta read this. Phone's good for zooming. I don't know. Can anybody else read that? It must be upside down. Can anybody read that? What's it say? Copyright something? And copyright number. All right, I got you. Serial number. I'll be darned. Louie, where are you, man? Lulu. Why is it blurry, man? Let me wipe it with my microfiber. How's that? Tell me it's blurry now. It looks a lot cleaner, that's for sure. Is that blurry or is that clean? Blurry? Come on. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get completely off of this live and go live again. You sure it's still blurry? Wow. Is this blurry? Is that blurry? It's good? Now, tell me if this is blurry. Is that blurry? Better? Okay. I wiped both sides of my camera phone. All right, I reorganized my top shelf here. Can you see these okay? Now you're looking through glass, so that might be a little blurry. So here's one I got from Brother Louie today. The short trapper. So now I got the large trapper, and the short trapper. This one's actually bone. This is Delrin. Most of them are Delrin. Can you see them okay? There's my Winchester bullet knife. Clasp. A couple of my Rough Riders, and one's a Imperial. Here's my fishing knives I just decided to throw in there just recently. I got a Queen Melon knife there with an easy out. This is the marbles here. Cricket or whatever the hell you call them. Here's one I just did a video on with the ruby in it. 10 karat gold. That's my Camillus 125th anniversary. Then I got a charade from Louis today, so I got 24 charades here, man. It's starting to add up. This is my charade collection. Copenhagen charade. Scrimshaw charade. That one I did with the bullet, I put in the... And this one here, and that one there are Craftsman by Charade. Sears Craftsman. These are the Sears Craftsman. That one by Charade. Then the old timers, of course. There's a very rare charade I got from Louis. That was the last trade we did. That's the only Chinese-made charade I got. The laminate handles, they were all made in China. I don't know why I got it in there, but it doesn't deserve to be by itself, so I just put it in here. But yeah, these are the Craftsmans here. Craftsman, you get the saw blade on it. Start over? Man, what's wrong with you, son? Okay, I'll start over. I'm going to start over back here first. I asked you if you want this belt buckle. I got this tiny little belt buckle. It's like an inch and a half wide. Baseball. All solid brass. You want it, I'll send it to you. What up, Paul? Okay, I'll send that to you, Louie. I got it at a garage sale, I think. I can't remember when. It's got the U.S. patent number on it and everything. It's made in America. Pretty sweet. You polish it up, you know what I mean? Now, the one I left out of the video right here. This little guy. It's tiny. Made in Germany. Let me put the phone down and open it up. Oh! Whoa! Ooh! Man, that was a workout. Look at that cute little son bitch. What's it say on it? I think it says solids in Germany or something. Let me see. I mean, you need an eyepiece to read this damn thing. Come on. Elosley, Hayden, Germany. You ever hear of a German company called Helassi? I'm going to clean it up, oil it up, make this thing look brand new. I might even put it on my keychain because I'm a German knife kind of guy. No, not really. I was just sitting here hand sewing this Harley gas tank bib. I got one pass done. Took me 2.5 hours. I got to do another pass here. Same thing. French weave. That's what I did the whole time you weren't around, Paul. Here's the other one that I'm replicating. But as you know, I'm doing the whole bike seat with crocodile. So this is the old one. I got to do the 2 passes on the outside. And then I got to do the cross stitch. I'm going to go a green thread up the middle of it to match the color of his bike. Unlike this one, it's black thread. And then the cross stitch all the way up. That's all you miss, buddy. And I'm sending this fine-ass belt buckle to Arizona. Then I come over here to get my belt pouch for my Victorinox. I forgot to put this one in my collection. I got a couple of nice badass Victorinoxes from Louis today too as well. So I'm going to show you that. By the way, here's the motorcycle seat. I got everything cut out. See, I had it pinned together already once, and he wanted it a different pattern, so he sent me another picture of what he really wanted. But this is the back seat, the passenger. This is crocodile here. You can see the horns on it all the way through. This probably ain't going to be too comfortable for whoever the passenger is. This is probably keeping their ass from sliding off. And I put my date on it there before I cover it up with ostrich on the sides. And this will get a green seam. Here's the green thread that I got. It's a 139 polyester. It'll pop like nobody's business. So it's going to get a French double seam going all the way up in between both materials. But this is the size he wanted. You kind of see how it's going to lay out on here. These two will sew together on the top. That's the ostrich on the side. Then we got an alligator print here that matches with the crocodile. But so this here is the hornback crocodile, and then I'm gonna press these with steam when I'm done, so that all these horns stand up. So that's that, and that's the passenger seat. That'll go on right behind this. So the croc, it'll flow together like it's, all one part of the croc, see? And then, like I said, here's one that I messed up, but this is what the bib looks like. I'll get it, put it in better light for you. And see this will come up right here at the seat. And it'll have these stitches on it to look like this. See, I gotta do one more pass, like the stitching on the side, and then these cross stitches. No, it's not a cheap date. I'll do one of them seats for you for $1,200. I probably got about, I don't know, 5 hours in it so far. But anyways, back where we're at. You hear Louis now? You want me to start over? If he's not here, I'm going to go back to where I was. He keeps disappearing on me. You hear Louis? Anyways, this here is where my collection of Remington bullets are. And I don't have many of them, but I'm getting up there. Okay, I got this one here. I think I got that from Louis. No, I got that from my brother-in-law. I got this one from Louis, I think, didn't I? In the tin. And I got this one just today from Louis. That's the one that started them all right there. Then here's the guidesman, or what do they call it? The big long daddy. And the pilot, I think. And here's another trapper. So these two are the same. Just this is the one where they changed the stamp. See the Remington on the blade? I gotta turn off the... You see the stamp? That's when they changed the stamp. That 1 year. So, this is the one you gave me today, Louis. I'll never take that lanyard off of it. I might put one on that one. I might put one on that one. And I might put one on that one. And these two ain't going to get one. Here's my Winchester bullet knife. It's a clasp. Winchester clasp. Then I got a couple Rough Riders and a Hammer brand. I think that one there's the Hammer brand. Yep, and these two are Rough Riders. I put some fishing knives in here. That's my prettiest fishing knives I own. The orange one I got from Louis today. Colonial. Melon tester here with the easy out. That's Bone Stag. And that's a queen. Then here, this is the Marbles cheetah. And believe it or not, it has a bullet on it. Here's the one I just released a video on. Made in Saki, Japan. That's 10 karat gold with a real ruby in it. $125. I got that from Claude Williams for Christmas this year. Our fine friend Claude Williams, is he here? The elephant ears are cool looking. Yeah, they are. I'm going to get a lot more of them. So like I said, what you're going to see in here now is what I'm going to expand my collection on more than anything. I'm gonna purposely look for the ones to expand my collection more than just buying a bunch of junk now. You know what I mean? But all right, now I've got 24 charades here, including them, sharp fingers, and this is the one I got from Louis today. 50T. OT, 50 OT, 50 old timer. I cleaned it up, polished it really well. It was dirty when I got it, but unused. No scratches on that blade whatsoever. This is original American sharp finger with the saw cut Delrin scales handle. Here's a Chinese version of it back there. You get them at Walmart for 20 bucks. But these here, you're going to pay over $100 to get one of them. These are all the charades, you know, all the charades. These are all charade. Starting with the Copenhagen one. Then I got the Scrimshaw. Then I got the one I put the bullet in, you can see there. The tiny knife. What? Yeah, it's starting to grow. What I actually want now. I'm concentrating on what I want now, you know, instead of just buying knives as I see them. You know, I mean, shit, I bought like 400 knives in 1 year. Half of them are junk. But now this one there and that one there is a Craftsman Tool Company Sears by Charade. Here's the rare charade that I got from Louis with the clear Delrin pattern underneath. The only Chinese charade I own is that one right there, old timer. I actually have it backwards. It says old timer on the other side, but they made the Chinese one with laminate wood. But all the rest of these are American. 23 out of 24 are American. But you see here, I got all three sizes of the Trapper, all three sizes of the Stockman, and then that old timer there. And then these are the Sears Craftsman too, all three sizes. So I'm starting to get what I want with the collection, you know, starting to pair them up and getting what I need. Easy old timer, original 70s and 80s, they made these things. Rubber composite handles. Hardly been used, no scratches on the blades. So that's an American sharp finger there. The German one, no, that was one of 100. That's cool. How do you know that? You can't even see anything on it. No Puma knife. I got one Puma knife. Let me see. Over here, I think I got one Puma knife here. It might be worthy of being in there too. I could find different folders, different knives. Nope, not in there. I think it's in the big folder. So I took a lot of them out to put them in my collection. Pretty sure one of these is a Puma. I think this one is. Oh, these are two cases. I got to get these out of here. What is this one? Oh, that's a buck. I got cases stuck in with old knives. Let me check out these other ones here. Heck, I might as well put these in here. These are the ones you bought one, buy one, plant a tree. You plant a tree for every knife that was bought. All right, let me look at one of these here. I gotta see if I can open it here. Browning. I think this one's a Browning. Yeah, I think this one's a Roku. Let me open it. Yeah. Yeah, this is real cool. That's deer stag lockback for 40 Japan. I should put that one with this other Japanese made one. But anyways, anyways, this is an American made brownie. Okay, so back where we were. So yeah, I got 24 charades here in my collection now. This being my favorite so far, I think. That one and this one here, I got them both from Louis. He's such a swell guy, ain't he? A few tiny knives. Jedi Jim sent me about 8 pretty little knives. I was so surprised. Cool. I like collecting tiny knives. Don't have much yet. I really want one. The tiny Ferrum Forger stringers. I think those are super cool. How about this one, guys? The smallest opal. Ain't this a cutie? That thing is tiny. There's all my opals in a row. Finishing with my biggest right here. But all right, back where I was. So I threw in a couple of my German original buffalo skinner, and then this one here, Edge Mark, and Robert Kloss. They were rust buckets when I got them. I brought them back to life. This one here is a Western, I believe. Yeah, that's a Western. Should turn it around so you see the blade better. But blade stamp. And then this one here is a Hammer brand outdoorsman knife. And then over here we got, oh, I got another charade. I should put it with the charades right there. Yep, I gotta move it over here. Let me see. Oh, I didn't realize that was a charade. See if I can do this without messing up anything here. Yeah, I'll stick this bad boy back here. Gotta have the charades by the charades, right? Charade USA 49U. Something like that. 49U. Does that sound right? Okay, right next to the sharp finger. I gotta make a sheath for that thing or find one on eBay. Okay, now go back over here so we can see the front view of everything. And then I got my case knife set here. Never been used. With the honing oil and the Arkansas fine stone. And I can't remember what that is. I want to say that's a Western too, with the bear head. And there's the one I did the video on. The Klein & Son Chicago knife. Uncle Henry what? Yeah. So, here's my Victorinox. I got that one today from Louis. No, that's mine. I'm sorry. I got this one here from Jedi Jim. I told him I liked it. I said, I don't have one in my collection. He's such a wonderful man to send it to me. I think he said he had 2 of them, so he didn't lose out, and I was hoping he didn't. He was kind enough to send it to me. We did a trade. And then Louis sent me this one today with the grizzly bear on it. Beautiful. I love it because it's got the Phillips screwdriver on it. More practical. Afraid UH is Uncle Henry. Right, exactly. And then I got that one from Claude Williams. That's a lever lock. You got to push that button in order to fold the blade down. And then Jedi Jim gave me the green one. And then I don't know where I got them to. I bought that one at an antique store. It was brand new with the clear scales. Wife gave me that one, custom shop, 4-leaf with the Irish clovers on it. And then here's one that I put brown burlap in my cart on. Then I got another one of these big ones with everything on it right back there, a monument. And then this one here Louis gave me today. It's got a pen for writing in the front. That's cool. I call that the cocaine spoon in the front. It's a manicure knife, you know, for taking care of your nails or whatnot. And if you have to write a check or whatever, right? And then we got this other one my sweetie got me in the sheath I made for it. Since I'm part Irish, you know, so I gotta put this in there now. So I think I'll just put the slip right there. Oh yeah, by the way, the best knife in this whole lineup here is without a doubt the German made one. So I'll put that there and put my Irishman Victorinox there. Trying to get it up on a sheath, but it ain't gonna happen. Trying to do everything one-handed. What the heck, is my battery dying or something? Orientation is locked, rope tape device. Okay, there. Yeah, that's the one I made the sheath for. And that one there ain't really a Swiss Army. I just put it next to the German one, but that German one is far superior to all these. I'll tell you that right now. It's got the best metal, all hand forged, nothing done with a stamped punch. And of course, you got my case thing there. Now up here, I rearranged my case knives, and I put the one Louis sent me today, Tony Bose, sow belly. And then I had the Navy sow belly, and then Louis sent me that one on my last package deal with him. I'm headed to bed. Okay, Jerry, we'll talk to you, bud. Thanks. But I put my granddaddy Barlow in there, and this old timer, that looks like it. And just moved them around a little bit. You know, I don't have none in here. These are just mostly my German ones. And some of my Barlow collection with the... It's getting my dummies in my way. Some of my Barlow, there's another... That's a German melon tester from Germany. It's called the Anvil knife on the bottom. That's the name of the knife company, the Anvil knife. German Bokers. Yep. K-bar. Oh yeah. And then the rest of my Saudis or my cases are here. This is my prized possession collection worth over... Oh, I say this collection's worth over $2,000. Got the case clasp in there. These are all the bone stag. And then up here, that's the one I did the video on. Never did get a shield for it. That's that K-Scout knife that I put ironwood on. And then here's my 10-dot Whaler from 1970. You got 7 knives. That's 7 too many. Believe me, once you start, there's no stopping. Then I got some of my scouts up there, of course. I'm gonna steal one from my wife. She don't know it yet, but she pulled out a Girl Scout with the clear green scales on it, and she said, "That was my mom. She ain't getting it." I said, okay, I'm gonna bring it down here and put it in the glass and see what she says. Oh, so yeah, that's what I did today. I rearranged this whole thing. I want to get all my classic American folders up here, you know. And then down here I got the, you know, my J Martinis and case flay knives and Puko knives that I made, and there's the J Martini Pucos, the Morris. One of my flay knives I made back there. You got a buck workman back there and a buck double pack. And then all my buck knives, they're all together. The most expensive, high priced buck knife. I wouldn't sell that thing for $2,000. 119 series. I gotta get some more of them. Here's the one I made the ferro rod for the other night with the 30-06 cartridge casing. And then a couple in the back there, the Homemaster, and that's the Western, Coleman Western back there. Seal sog. The seal sog, and then I made my own seal sog here. These are my knives here. Ones I made. The pipe wrench knife's gone. That's probably sitting in Arizona right now. My bushcraft, all the knives I designed and made, except for these. It's starting there, the square sheath over. I didn't make the Chicago Cutlery, the folding traveler in the back there, Bill Dance knife, one of the case knives that I put stag on. And then I got them 3 back there, Ozark Trails, which means I could take this one now, keep them company with it. So I won't touch this until I get another one. I get another one in the package again, then I'll put that aside. This will be my user. You can see my other one there, that's my user. So now I got one orange one, or 3 orange ones and one, and 2 first gen, 1 second gen, and then I got the white one. Not crap, but a diver knife. Them things are highly collectible now. There's a stroke for a razor, and a razor hand sharpener from back in the 40s. But yeah, looking good. Close her up, keep the dust out. I got this cabinet for $20 at a antique store. The guy was closing his doors. Just wanted everything gone. Another white knife for you. What kind of white knife? Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, the same one, the Ozark Trail. Yeah, that way I can use that other one for a user. Because I like carrying the orange one and the white one. Because they're great users. D2 steel, you don't have to worry about tearing up one of your better knives, And they're slicey. They're pretty decent knives for all around the yard tasks, But, yeah, so that's it. But, he's my dummy. He's got my combat gear on. He's got my hat on there. I got a bayonet here for my pistol. Yep. Got quite the collection going on here. So, there's my fish net I made. I still make them if anybody wants one. I'll get the steamer going. She's right there. I load the wood in there. And this is my steaming box right here. And then I just take this lid off right here, put the wood in it, steam it. It comes off, believe me. That comes out, and then I slide my wood in there. In about 20 minutes, she's flexible enough to bend in the jigs to make that net. But yeah, I got a lot going on here. I got to put these things away. I don't know what the heck they're sitting out for. I just wanted to show everybody everything. But yeah, I'm loving my Remington bullets. Now I just got to get one pre-1941. Maybe pay a couple grand and get a really nice one. But slide that wood in there. OOF. You do everything. I do a few things. I'm going to put this little German in there. He deserves to be with the rest. Or she, whatever you want to call her, right? Put it right in there with the Victorinox. How's that, Louie? She got a home, baby. I love this Klein knife. This is the one I did the video on. Remember I restored it? I made a new liner lock for it. The other one was terrible. She turned out nice, boy. Chicago Klein and Sons Tool Company. They make a lot of new stuff now for the iron workers and construction workers. Yeah, you like that slip? I had to make me a nice slip for my Victorinox Irish knife. You could buy these clips, the custom shop, pocket clips. I carry that a lot in my pocket because of it. And I'll probably do one like I did with the micarta, but put a clip on it too. It's thick, yeah. I mean, it's not a thin one. You know, there's probably 21 ounces between the spacer and the two layers. Or the welt, they call it. I put a welt in it so that it wasn't, you know. But I got that, and then I got an Irish watch, pocket watch, that I hang from my belt loop, and it goes on my belt. It's a belt loop pouch, and the chain just dangles down below, you know. And it's an Irish watch, same colors, Irish green. But yeah, I got this package from Louis today in the mail, and when I got it, you could tell the mail lady was tampering with it again. I'll tell you what, I told Louis, I said, I got my home security back on and running. And it's at my mailbox now. And I got it zoomed in. My neighbors and my house. So I can watch her if she's trying to go through my packages at my neighbors before she even gets to my box. I'm going to catch her ass. I'm going to catch her. This thing came in the mail like this today. The tab was out. That's how it came. Now, note, last week, $400 of knives got ripped off from me, where the envelope was folded up and put in my mailbox. Now, I talked to the lady at the postal office in my town, and then I asked her, I says, hey, my package came to my mailbox, you know, folded up, it was opened, no content in it. I says, now what thief steals something out of a package and gingerly puts it, folds it up, and puts it right back in the mailbox? Come on, man. And then, you know, if somebody's going to steal something out of your mailbox, they're going to grab it and go. They're not going to take the shit out, put it back in. My FSD came in. FSD 1 came in. It looked like it had been underwater. What's an FSD 1? I don't remember them initials. Uh, slip like your green one. That slip there, it's about 47 bucks, probably 55 with shipping. It's a thick one with a belt loop on it. So yeah, and a lady at the postal office in Wilmington said when we got this in the mail the other day, it was scanned as a full package. They said it was full. So then I told the lady, I said, so you're telling me it came from the post office full to my house empty? Hmm. And what thief would fold up a package and put it back in your mailbox? Because I looked on my security camera and there was nobody near it. The only person that showed up in my mailbox was that mail lady. I need one, but can't afford it right now. That's all right. Whenever you're ready. I'm no hurry to make anything for anybody. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to make you go broke doing it. I do take trades. You know, you got something worth $50, I'd be happy to send you one of them sheets, mate. You got a knife worth that, and you know what I collect. I'm even searched for boxes for a lot of these knives. You know, all these folding knives. I don't have any boxes for them. I even do trades for boxes. But okay, 1:14, 2 o'clock. That's my limit tonight, and I'm sticking to it. I got to go pound that roof down before the rain comes. I took 2 days off, didn't finish it yet. Yeah, I mean you can just email me over some pictures of what you got, worth 50 bucks. That's fine. You got a box for a serrated knife to go in, one of the knives I got, you see? Or, any of the knives I got, you see? I got most of my boxes in my toolbox in the bottom there. All the boxes for the knives I have, except for these ones I've been. Most of them serrated don't have a box. Only a few of them do. But I could find the boxes online on eBay anyway. But particularly American-made, German-made knives, whatever you got to trade. You know what I collect. If you don't have nothing, just take your time whenever. But let me put this crap back. Oh, that other. Yeah, I take it you can see me now. Can you hear me now? Say yes. And sometimes out here where I live, I get funny reception every now and then. Okay. Where's Fat City at? I don't know. He was on, what's that Blade guy again from Wyoming? We were trying to win the knives. He's back. I'm back. I never went anywhere. We got funny reception out here, especially when I walk around with the phone. Certain spots really, really great. Other spots terrible. Darkwater, yeah, we were on Darkwater. So was you, Chris. I seen you there. We all tried to win a knife tonight. A couple of knives. Didn't happen. The last drawing, I was like 10 numbers off. I think that's kind of rigged anyway. It seems like all the supporters win all the knives. But anyways. that many supporters, that many, he can have a private session. Hey, guys, here's the numbers I'm going to write down. Just make it look legit. I'm just kidding. Maybe not. I'm rolling a stainless steel disc. I'm going to tell Fat that I was shipping that knife off tomorrow. What did I send you? Oh, I sent yours off. I sent yours off yesterday, Paul. Did you get my text or my email? I gave you the tracking number. Attorneys involved in the real estate laws since legal immigration is. What? Come on, really? Wow. People come up with this weird shit, man. Yeah, I sent you an email with the tracking number on it, so. I mean, what'd you get from me? That knife? That buck knife? I threw in a slip for you. And that croc toe, my stickers, and my cards. It'll get you started so you get your doctor's knife done. As soon as I get this roof done and the seat out by this weekend, I'm going to get rolling on the knives again. I'm not taking on any more upholstery projects the rest of the summer. I only do it in the fall, winter. Fall, winter to spring. And once summer hits, I'm done. Until fall again. Yeah, that's a cute little belt buckle there, Louie. You're going to like it. You give it to your kid, right? It's only like 1.5 inches by 2.5. It's a small guy. Perfect for a kid or for beating the hell out of your kid with the end of the belt. I'm just kidding. Baseball. I got these two from my father-in-law. He passed years back, and my wife found these in some jewelry. She gave them to me. North American Hunting Club got the white-tailed deer and the black bear on it. The challenge coins. Got the North American Hunters Club Association. He was a big member of that, I guess. Pretty cool. Evening, Todd. You missed my knife collection. Pookies. Hi, how is everyone? Well, everybody, let's tell Pookie how we are. Just peachy. How about you? My most expensive knife, Victor, I already told you, and I already showed you. You don't remember, do you? It starts with the letter B, and it's a dagger. You remember now? My buck 970 dagger. Sent Fat City an email. There you go. He's sleeping again. You know how he is. Hold it. Oh, I ain't never selling it. You couldn't give me $2,000 for it. You still wouldn't get it. I just can't wait to get my Rolex. Yeah, buddy. I'm going to pull the plug on 10 grand. I'm going to get me a GMT Pepsi Cola Rolex, baby. Oh, I'm good, Pookie says. That's good, Pookie. Pookie Wookie. Who's Pookie? Where's Pookie from? Is Pookie a male name or a female name? Because with today's gender misfits, I don't know. I just can't tell you. I sure did, Louie. I'm completely satisfied, brother. You don't have to ask me anymore. I'm totally happy. I wouldn't send you nothing if I didn't agree with what you're showing me or telling me you're going to send me. Just remember that. And that's why the other guy that we know well, why he didn't get what you did. And I know you'll have your package when you wake up tomorrow. Or when you get home from work, at least. No later than Tuesday. Our mail doesn't mess around when it comes out of the north. It gets there. It's not my actual name, it's just a funny name. Pookies? Why do people have funny names on YouTube? I don't understand that. I guess if you're not a social network video creator, I guess it doesn't matter. Yep, yep. You're fine, Justin. Me and you are in like Flint, brother. It's not a name, he said. It's just a funny name. Female? Well, okay, now that says a lot because if you're female, that's a very cute name. Not that I'm cute, I'm just an old man. Pookie rhymes with Dookie? Pookie, Dookie, Cookie? Oh, Pookie Nookie. I'm sorry. Pookie Nookie. Pookie Nookie. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to be funny. Gold, he says. Oh, that's funny. Hey, we're all civilized human beings. We can laugh once in a while. Don't do it with Jerry though, man. He'll take it out. He'll take it out on you. I'm just kidding. Oh, that's funny. Oh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We need to give you know who a good old Irish shillelagh ass whooping. Oh yeah. I bet you this would really hurt if I hit him upside the head with it. What do you think? Probably as much as my nunchucks do. I wouldn't want to get hit with a shillelagh, I'll tell you that. This is a devastating thing. Mills, that's isn't that Irish? Mills? That's German, I think. Mills. Norwegian, German, Scandinavian. French fries short of a Happy Meal. Who's that? No, I'm not going to the post office with my nunchuckus. The club and act like it's your smoking pipe. Ain't working. Full Metal Jacket. Towel party. You're not Irish, you're not sure. Google it. What's the surname of Mills? Let me see. I'll put you on hold. It's Irish. Mills is a surname. Surname is Irish. I'm just a white boy. No, you're an Irish white boy. Now you know what your surname is. Yep. My dad's Pennsylvania Dutch, Holman. My mom, on her dad's side, is Van Dyne. They're Dutch. On my grandmother's side, she's a Farley. She's Irish. No red hair in the family? Yeah. I got some good close friends here, Jeff and Corky Mills, their name is. And God bless his soul, but I graduated with Jeff Mills in 85, and he just passed away on us. But him and his brother Corky, I used to run around with the neighborhood as kids, and they all had black hair. Bent over like a zombie. What? Arizona, you can imagine the fentanyl lean. What? We talking drugs here now? Pay 23 owe me to learn you're all American. What does that mean? You can always pay 23 owe me to learn you're all American. There ain't no all Americans here, man. Everybody here's mutts. This is an immigrant nation. The only true Americans here are the Indians and Mexicans. They own this land far before the greedy white man did. In fact, and I hate to say this, but no other race anywhere in the world has killed more people through genocide and war than the white Christian. That's a fact. A lot of you don't know this. A lot of you don't care to know it. But don't get me wrong, there's other world leaders that's done far more brutal things. But there's so much genocide going on through Washington and our government that never makes it to the press. The American people have no clue what's going on. We actually have militia, guerrilla groups all around the world that does Washington's dirty work behind closed doors. Just to give you an example, the Bushes have probably killed over 1 million people between the two of them, him and his dad, not counting his father, Prescott, who supported Adolf Hitler. Pollywog's in the house. There he is. 23andMe is a DNA test service. Oh, okay. Well, like I'm supposed to know that. Yeah, we're not entitled to shit. Ain't nobody entitled to nothing. You're entitled to what you work hard for, and only what you work hard for, not what somebody else works hard for. You are who you become. You become who you hang with. You are never born a racist. You become a racist by who you hang with. Nobody that's brought into this world is racist. Nobody. You're raised to be one. Born light red until I was a very young kid, then turned black around 7. and started going gray at 12 years old. See, man, you bet all colors of the rainbow have actually the light spectrum more than anything. Oh, I almost forgot. Oof. Check her out, folks. Louis sent me this too. Thought maybe it'd help me working on my watches. Oh yeah, I tell you what, I could read some shit with this now. Especially that little magnifier in the bottom. I can read the names on my knives better. It's a menu magnifier. I guess if you go in the restaurant, you know. Okay, that's what it says. It's cute. I like it. I'll probably make a little stand for it, put it above my watches when I'm working on them. Seriously. I'll integrate it somehow in my watchmaking. Look, it in a fly tying jig. In a fly tying jig? What do you mean? In a fly tying jig? Oh. You mean a fly tying vise? Is that what you're talking about? Hey, you know what'd be cool? I haven't tied a fly in a long time. Y'all want to see me tie a fly? That'd be a cool idea, wouldn't it? Alligator clips. Hell yeah, you mean? Or smell yeah. Old man EDC for when your readers ain't enough to read the Cracker Barrel menu. Yep, that's right. Oh, what do we got here? Walnuts, peanuts, pineapple, smells, grapes, melon, oranges, and coconut shell, y'all. Where the fuck these people come from, man? God help them. Lord, say a prayer. Not sure how it would hold up over time. Well, I could do a fly on the end of a. It'd hold up really good. In fact, I could put without a hook, I could put a fly body on a lanyard, any lanyard. That'd be cool for like guys that love knives and love fishing too. Man, I haven't tied a fly in a long time. I think I'm gonna get some shit out here, guys. Yes or no? Time is it? 1:40. I told you you're not keeping me up this late tonight. Hey, everybody. What up, Sean? Jason H. Good morning from Canada. From U.S., I mean. To Canada. I bought this spice about 20 years ago, and it still works fine. These things are expensive, boy. It's like $150 for this thing. And does everything I need it to do. 3 a.m.? Maybe. We'll see. Looks like you're talking into a microphone. Hey, baby, I'll be back to pick you up later. Mr. Microphone, right? Let me see what I got here. Hell, I don't even know where the hell all my stuff is. I gotta find out where I put my hooks at. I know one thing, little some bitch of mouse got into my hackle feathers. Oh, oh. Let me see if they're over here. Oh, I found them. Look at that. All my hooks. Yeah. God, look at the dust on this shit. Holy cow. Okay. What do we got here? Sure, look out now. About my proof. Put out edge sharp. I can shave spiders. Arse. What? Green River, Arizona. I don't imagine there's lots of fish in Arizona. I need to learn about fishing. Oh, you can learn about fishing. Anybody can learn about fishing. Come over here. I'll teach you about fishing. Oh, yeah. Let me see here. I'm going to tie a fairly big fly. I don't know. I'll kind of wing it. Man, these things are so dirty. I got a layer of dust on these like you wouldn't believe. My storage containers for all my fly type material. Look at that. Topsoil dust is terrible. Okay, I can start by putting the hook in the vise. Y'all probably never seen this done before, huh? So you never know what I'm going to do live on my channel, huh? Well, Paul, there's kind of a, uh, I mean, you're right. No interest in coming here, G-Man. I bet you'd like Yosemite. I've been to Yosemite. It's beautiful. Fishing is trial and error. You have to figure out what the fish like. Well, for me, it's not trial and error because when I fish, I know what they like. And, 90% of the time when a fish bites, it's all a reaction strike. They can be full and you can still make them strike. Whether they've ate or not, they'll still strike. It's just an instinctive reaction by a fish, especially the big predatory game fish like a bass, smallmouth, largemouth, and even walleye. They'll strike at things even if they're full. If you present the bait to them in a way that makes them strike it, it's called a reaction strike. They don't have to be hungry to catch them. And 90% of the time, they ain't hungry when you're fishing for them. And it's a game of cat and mouse where you got to figure out what's the best presentation for the best reaction strike. And then there is times when you can catch them when they are in feeding mode. And you figure out them time periods with any lake or water you fish, when they like to feed. And you understand what forage they're feeding on, where you match the hatch, they call it. It makes it a lot easier. So essentially, you got to match the hatch, and you got to become the fish. You got to think like a fish. And in all reality, fish don't think. They have no cognitive thought process, or they can't think. Their brains are smaller than the size of a pea, like a bass. Yet they outsmart human beings. And the only reason why they outsmart them is because human beings just don't understand their nature and what makes them strike, what makes them hungry, what they feed on. So you got to become the fish that you're pursuing, whether it's a walleye or a bass or crappie, bluegill, whatever. You got to become them. You got to understand how they are wired in nature to survive. Once you figure that out, it's easy to catch them. Yeah, bluegill and crappie do like crickets. Pier fishing by the ocean is what I've done with friends. Yeah, I mean, and then if you want to catch more fish on the piers, you just talk to the locals, talk to the bait shops. They're willing to help you. Yeah, this is what they're catching them on. What are they catching them on? There's lots of help out there. Big Trout River 2 miles away. Yeah, that's cool. And what water column is, trick to fish keeping, probably similar to angling fish, I'd assume. Columns in the trick to fish keeping, probably similar to angling fish. Well, fish are just like human beings. By nature, our living room's next to our kitchen. When we're hungry and we're ready to eat, we're right there. We're right next to our food source. It's the same with any fish. If you know where the food source is, the bait fish, the fish that the predatory fish feed on, If you know where them are, you know, then it's a process of matching the hatch and presenting your baits in them spots and locations where the bait fish or the food that they feed on is at. Because if you find the food source, they're there. Like us in our kitchen, it's right there. So the bass and the walleye and all these game fish are right there. They don't go too far to forage and eat their meals, just like you and I. So majority of the time, when they're in neutral mode, they're not really in feed mode. They're in cover. They love cover. They hide in cover. They seek cover. And if anything comes by, that's why it's crucial to match the hatch and create a reaction strike. Food comes by, they're naturally wired to survive. If they're full, they'll still hit it. And if they're full, they just spit it out. You know what I mean? But that gives you enough time to catch them. If you present your bait properly in their living room, they're going to hit it. Great pets. What? I speak fish. Great pets. Okay. African freshwater is my favorite. I don't mix fish from separate. Oh, you're talking about fish tanks. Okay. So now I got to put my string on my string bobbin here. In fact, I got to get a better bobbin. So this is called a bobbin, right? And then you just put your string on the bobbin there, just like so. And they actually have a tool where you can go down and grab the string. And of course, I can't find mine, but it's a loop. I just get it started. You can't even see that string, I bet. And I suck it through. There we go. Just suck it right through, boy. Okay, now I'll just get me some string started on here. Man, I'm rusty. Go all the way down about halfway because I'm going to do what's called a clouser minnow. It's like one of the number one baits for bass fishing when you're fly fishing for bass. And I'll be throwing them here shortly. Get a nice little layer, keeps it from stripping. What do we got here? I'm showing a Cold Steel SRK. Great knife. Oh yeah, that's a great knife. Small fish feed on surface like insects. Large fish, large bottom feeders. Love worms and algae. I bet cause you're talking about tank fish because big game fish feed on the surface too for bait fish. And the bait fish are eating on the zooplankton. Who's all here? Zona fall asleep again? Looks like you're talking into a microphone. Okay. So, I gotta find the deer hair that I need after I light a cigarette. Can you guys see this okay? In fact, I think I'll closer there. Come on. Probably too close. I know pond fish too. Us fish keeping types like to chat. Okay, I gotta get some bucktail for this here claws or minnow. Oh, you know what I gotta do first? I forgot. I got these little eyeballs here. They're called barbell eyes. They're used for claws or minnows. And you gotta tie them on first. Oh, about a 1/4 inch down or better from the shaft. Get it started. This is the weight. I'm doing a figure 8 around them. Locks them in place. Make sure they're on there nice and straight. All right. My barrel eyes are on there. Fish eyes, see that? That acts as the weight, actually. Okay. Put a little super glue on there to lock it in place. Dabble doer. Little dabble doer. Couple more wraps. Figure 8. And they're solid. Okay. What am I doing? For some reason I'm going backwards here. I wanted. There we go. I want to keep my all right. Now I can get my feather or my buckskin. Or not buckskin. Bucktail. Okay. I got all kinds of bucktail here. And yes, this is real bucktail from the tail of the deer. Different dyed colors. Here's a natural one. Here's a blue one, part of it. Here's a chartreuse green one. So I want the chartreuse, or not chartreuse, olive green. I want olive green, natural white, and a little bit of black. Got a little bit of black here. And I'll get some flash for it too. I even got moose and elk hair. I got black bear hair too. This is black bear. This is what you call rabbit zonker. Strips of rabbit hair. And I got hackle feathers from chickens. Here's the chartreuse hackle feathers. So what I need what a gray squirrel tail. Cute, ain't it? Rabbit ears, anybody? Here's a brown squirrel tail in the package still. Okay, we can get started. All right. What we got here? Who are you talking to, Pollywog? Paul? Oh, okay. I see Paul. I say, you ain't talking to yourself again, are you? I'm just kidding, buddy. My picture with my sprite standing at dinner, African fish kind of cool thing. Arizona, you're still there, ain't you? All right, now I'm going to get me a good chunk of this white deer hair here. This will become the belly of the fish, or the belly. I'm making a baby bass pattern. So you can imagine what colors are in a baby bass, right? White, olive green, and black, right? Put this darn cigarette out. Okay, so I'll get me a good hanker of this, I'll go up here to the top. Hanker of this white hair. And I'll cut some off. Just like that. Now I'll do what they call pull out loose strands. That's a little too much. That's about got it right there. Now, I'll do what they call stacking it. I got this little stacker here. See, the lid comes off, right? You put your deer hair inside of the stacker, and you can't see it, but I'm tapping it on the base. Make all them deer hairs ends come together. Then what I do is I pull the bottom off, and there's the end of it. See, they're all in line with one another now. So I'll grab that, pull it out of the stacker, pinch it together here good. Still saying I got a little too much. Oh, I gotta stack it again. Darn it, I hate that when it happens. You guessed it, claws are mental, buddy. You can tell right away when you see these eyeballs, right? It's one of the number one most all-time lures used in fly fishing for bass. I make lots of them. Okay, I'll pull this out again. Get my strays out of here. Bunch it up and ready to go. Give some good wrappings around them eyeballs. Renaissance Man Gordon. I don't know about that. It's been a while since I tied one of these. I almost forgot how to do it. Okay. Now I gotta get me some Flashaboo. Some flash. I don't know where the other stuff is, so I'll just use this, I guess. I just put a little bit of Flashaboo in there. Just a little more of attractant for the bass to see. Go about the length of the thing. Bring it back. Now, you know what? I'll just cut it. There's one. There's two. And I got two more. One more. Focus on your phone having trouble up close. Is that better? You like that? How's that? Can you see it better? Man, it's been about I think about 8 years since I tied a fly last. I almost forgot how to do it all. Okay, this is the belly color. So when you see this thing's flipped upside down, that's the belly. Right? I'll get it a little wet so you can see what it's going to look like. Well, I'll wet the whole thing when I'm now I could take it and invert it upside or right side up, and then see, because the weight's on the bottom will start out on top of the hook. When I pull this to the water, the weight's going to be on the bottom, right? So this is the belly that I just tied on here. Now I'm going to tie the other layers of colors here, which will be the olive green. And I'm not going to put much. I'll just shake out what I want here. Pull out the strands I don't want in there and any loose ones. That's about good. I'll take that, put it in there, start wrapping it. Figure eight. Okay, now I'll work that color through the other colors, belly color, around the hook. I could probably put a little more in there. Not much. There we go. Starting to look like a baby bass, huh? Look. All right, last color, black. Gonna make it weedless. Well, I would have started the hook out weedless. I mean, I could still probably do it, but nah. I got a bunch of them that are weedless that I made already. I don't want to confuse anybody anymore and that's never done this, you know. Might want to try it. Good old claws or minnow. Claws or minnow and the woolly bugger are the two top freshwater flies for catching both large and smallmouth. In fact, the woolly bugger catches a lot of different species, including trout and salmon. But it all depends on the hatch, you know what I mean? What larvae are hatching what and when and what waters you're fishing on. But for the most here in the Midwest, the woolly bugger and the claws or minnow outperforms a lot of everything when it comes to catching bass. Time is it? 2:20. I gotta put a little more of a neck on this. Alright, now I'm gonna start shaping the head here a little more. I got flashy boo on the bottom, that's all I need. I like to get a good size head on mine. Okay, that's good enough for me. I remember how to use this damn thing. It's been so long I don't even remember how to use it. Yeah. Holy cow. Boy, did I mess that up. I did it wrong. Son of a gun. Let's try this again. Oh my God. All is well is lost. I'll get it this time. You come out of the vise now. Son of a gun. Come off of there. Damn. Told y'all. It's been a long time since I've done this. Here. Good old fashioned way. By hand. Been a while. Need to get back in the groove here, man. Kind of miss doing this. Can't do everything, though. I got enough flies to last me a lifetime, though, you know. Whenever I need a fly, I always got one. Okay, what am I missing here? Start over? No, I don't have to start over. I was just tying the whip knot on it. But that's it. And I'll show you what it looks like when it's in the water. Good old saliva. Okay, that's what it looks like when it's in the water. Actually, that tail will like kind of pulsate behind it when it's going through the water. But this is called a clauser minnow, and it's a deadly machine for smallmouth and largemouth. You know, I'll show you some more that I've tied. But that's it. I don't want to bore you with fly tying. This is about knives, right? Just thought I'd show you something I used to do a lot. I still do whip out some flies once in a while, but not many. I run low on some of the certain flies I use. I'll get the vise out. Put all this away. Can I zoom in here a second? Zoom out. There we go. Okay. Put all this stuff away, guys. Get it out of my hair, my deer hair. Okay, I'll put this one on the board now. But yeah, that's what it looks like when it's going through the water. You know, but it's represented, and it catches them, especially after all the fray are born. Got the flashy blue on the bottom for a little bit of flash. So I'll stick them on my fly board here. All these ties, I flied every one of these. I'll stick them with the rest of the closers. But see, they come in different colors. Got purple, and here's one I kind of invented. It's got a foam tail on the back of it with the body on there. I do a lot of top water poppers out of deer hair. This is all compact deer hair. And these are weedless. So I compact that deer hair on there, and then I cut the shape. So, like I said, they come in all different shapes, colors. But these are all the poppers and top water baits across the top there. They come in different lengths. See the flashy blue in them? Really attracts the fish. So if I'm fishing, say this color here, you know, get it off of here. So it's pretty long. It's a good 6 inches or better. But that just pops the water, and the tail skirts across the top. It's kind of floating material. So it does the trick, man. I'm basking up and nail these son of a guns, boy. Oh, here's a blue damsel dragonfly that I tied. I tied that thing like 10 years ago. But here's one I did. It's jointed. It's got 2 hooks on it. One a trailer hook in the back, and then one on the main body. These are for like them king salmon. They really nail these things. But rabbit zonkers, made from colored rabbit tail, or rabbit skin, I should say. This one's weedless. And here's one like a worm. Another, they call it a San Jose worm. But then you got other top waters here. Here's a cricket that I did. Green cricket. That thing's old, man. I think I did that thing like 12 years ago. Some of these need to be retired. And then different crawl patterns, you know. Mimic the crawfish in the water. That one's weedless. So, anyways, what live bait do I use? Do you like? Well, when I fish for bass, tournament fish and stuff for bass, I don't use any bait. Walleyes, I don't really use any bait, but once in a while I'll drift minnows or chubs, bigger walleyes like the chubs, and I'll drift them on a slide bobber down the currents of the river. Other than that, I don't really use live baits for much of anything, you know. I mean, I catch enough walleye and bass and crappie and all artificial baits, you know. I like to fly fish. And I can catch just about anything on a fly rod as well as conventional rod and reels, you know. I seldom ever use them. I mean, like some instances for crappie and bluegills, you know, brim, shale crackers, they call them down south. I use crickets. Crickets are very deadly down there in the south, all over the Carolinas. Uh, but I got what's called mini mites, and they'll catch everything from bluegills to crappie, you name it, for panfish. Mini mites and little paddle tail type rubber and synthetic jigs, you know. I mean, 1/32 to 1/8 ounce jigs for crappies and bluegills. And, you know, if I'm not fly fishing, if I'm fly fishing, I'll match the hatch, whatever larvae is hatching, whatever, these fish are eating at any particular time of the year. It depends on, when I'm fly fishing, what I'll throw on, and what I'm fly fishing for. But I could fish all year and catch 300-400 pounds of fish a year like I usually do, and never use one live bait, you know. But it's all about matching the hatch, whether it's live or it's artificial. You just got to match the hatch and create them strikes and, get them to bite. Beaver Dam, like 10 miles so away from there. I've heard of Beaver Dam. I haven't been there. You're like 10 miles or so away from there. I've heard of Beaver Dam. I've done a lot of tournament fishing down there in southern Illinois. Forgot the damn last lake I fished on. Big one. Huge dam. It'll come to me. Dadgum, racial trying to draw blood, dangerous operations. And that actually, a little closer than that. Beaver Dam, I'm going to have to look that up. Lake Shelbyville. I fish Shelbyville in a lot of bass tournaments. And I'll go there for the crappies too, man. Hell of a fishery for crappies. I heard the northerns of walleye are pretty good there too. But I never fished there for them. I get plenty of walleye and crappie here. I don't even have to go but a mile from my house to catch anything. I have over almost 50,000 acres of conservation water surrounding me in 3 different rivers. So I don't, within 5 miles, I can hit all 50,000 acres of water. We got a lot of strip pits here from the old mining days, coal mining. They're all filled with water. Half of them are clubs, and then the other half are open to the public. What are you learning now, Louis? Yeah, that's what I always say. Listen and learn, man. Listen and learn. When a guy's one day older than me, he's one day wiser than me, and I listen to everything he has to say. But, yeah, it's past my bedtime, you some bitches. You see that? See that sign on the wall? There's a warning: fishing pox. Comedy sketch about ice fishing. They do drive on the lakes and don't wear seatbelts in case they fall in. Yeah, right. I would imagine so. Oh, ever falling? It's not fun. I go ice fishing. This stays right around my neck, if you know what it is. Who knows what that is? Anybody got an idea what this is? What is it, folks? Come on. Nope, no idea. How about you, Arizona? What is this? No, it's not a call. I'll give you a hint. It's for ice fishing, man. Stays around my neck. Table rock, been there. Bull shoals, been there. Haven't been to North Fork. Be careful nailing that roof. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be on it first thing in the morning. Ice picks. If you fall on the ice, pull yourself out. That's what this is for. When I'm ice fishing and I fall in, I got a means to pull myself up onto the top of the ice again. It'll save your life if you ever need it. You're in that water for 4 or 5 minutes, hypothermia. Good old North Fork. Yep. I've heard a lot about it. Yep, they're ice picks. Emergency ice picks. Pull yourself up back onto the ice. And they do work, trust me. Fell in one time, boy, I got to my truck, shed my clothes as fast as I could, got in that son of a bitch vehicle, no clothes on. Crank that heater, boy. You only got like 7 minutes, that hypothermia kicks in, you're done. Unless your body's starting to rise again in temperature. You're at North Fork, huh? That's cool. What state's at it again? I can't remember. Alabama? I know Claude Williams has fished at North Fork professionally. Yep, take care of him there, Louie. Creek runs through my place into the Spring River. They're washed away at 5 April. Okay. In California by Yosemite. Oh, okay. I got you. Yeah. Yosemite National Forest. Yep. The troll, slacker. You read his damn question? He got a question for you. Read it. Read it out loud. Read it to your kids. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, serious question. Some say get naked. Some say a fire. Others so say a lot. What's the fastest way to warm? Don't erase it. It was an accident. I didn't mean for you to erase it. I thought it was a troll, but it wasn't. Oh well, shit happens. It was a serious question. Hopefully they'll ask me again. You didn't delete them off the channel, did you? You love Charles Burns and Grim Granite. What's that? I had no idea. Oh, it's only 2:43. Okay. I'm going to bed at 3 o'clock, y'all. He can ask that question again if he's not gone. Is that a duck weasel? No, it's not a duck weasel. And 4, you say? I don't know. I'm lost. I gotta use this damn phone to see he's all chatting with me. Whistle. Like that. Let's do G-Man react to these guys. You love them. What? Mm-hmm. The guy spelled it wrong? Oh, okay. Would you love Charles Burns and Grim Granite? Whatever. I don't know. I'd fix it if I could. I timed him out. Don't worry about it. He'll be back. He can ask you again, and then I'll. You don't have to say nothing. I will. I'll apologize to him. But I thought it was a troll, and it was my fault because I didn't read his question. I thought he was talking about getting naked, and I assumed it was a troll right away, but it wasn't. Getting his buck knife taken by TSA. That's it. It's a duck whistle, thanks. No, it's not a duck whistle. Ice picks. These are ice picks. See? Yeah, he didn't listen, did he? Or he just came on here. Right, zero listen. All these young children coming in here. Is that a duck whistle? No, it's a hooker whistle. You know, that's how I get my women. Oh, almost dropped that on my toe. Oh, okay. All the hookers are flocking to me. Yeah. Here's a fisherman's ruler. See, it goes from 1 to 3, all the way up to 45 inches. See, it's a keeper. Oh, what do we got here? Pull in another person's ice hole. Apparently, ice fishermen don't like that. Okay, well, I don't know what you're talking about there, Polly. You got a demented mind there. My friend, low key depressed. What should I do? He ain't goofy no more. I tried throwing a box at his head. I'm starting to get worried. Oh my God, Turtle. You're just having a bad day. That's my weenie ruler? No, this is your weenie ruler, brother. All different knife guys, and this knife sketch is so funny. Okay, I got you. I'm telling you, almost my night time. 10 more minutes. Grim Granite did a sketch about different knife guys. Almost his knife time. Yep, time to go knife. Decent information too. Whoever he is, I have no clue what you're talking about. Am I going live? I might. What's tomorrow? Wednesday? I might go live tomorrow. You know me. Just about every night. Sooner or later I will. Oh, yeah. Everyone have a good knife or a good night. That's what he meant. These damn typos, you know. Knife time, love it. Watch his vids on the crapper. Uh-huh. Oh, you're not gonna watch my vids on the crapper. Uh-oh. Vive la señora. Mexico. Oh, they're all coming out now, guys. Hey, young man. What you doing tonight? You want to go dancing? That's what you guys should be deleting now. Come on, man. What the hell? Who does worse with your vids? I'm kind of missing Justin. Where's he at? He needs the fisherman's ruler. Oh, my. I like to see what the weirdos say. You do? Yeah, I kind of do too. It's kind of hilarious, to tell you the truth. Yes, we are actively recruiting spies inside the U.S. and Mexico. We're going to take them all down, man. One Latino gringo at a time. Oh, my God. Who's UNC? I haven't a clue. The Black Mamba is in the house, yo. Mandigo, what the fuck? uh, oh, you want to see it? You're getting it. This is hilarious. Uncle, UNC uncle, get your freaky ass out of here. Your wife, oh. It's got to be a 10-year-old from fucking Los Angeles. Well, two things come out of LA, stairs and queers, and I don't see no horns on them. Chocolate pig, what the fuck? He's entertaining, you know, ain't he? He got a banana for you too, man. And he lives right by you. He lives right by you, Louis. Here, pig, 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 pig. That's Texas. Oh, the guy's from Texas? How do you know, Pollywog? You know all these people, don't you? Oh, that's funny. Oh. We got some more pigs for you. Okay. I seen enough. Get the fuck out of here, pal. Son, I think he likes pork. He fucks pigs, maybe? Yeah, probably. Spectre. I seen Full Metal Jacket. I've seen that about 10 times. uh, boy. Can't even spell, can he? Yeah, must be a 10-year-old. Looking for attention his parents never gave him, right? Little Johnny's on a prowl. He's like, Mommy, why don't you pay attention to me? I gotta go on social media and make myself present so people can see what I'm saying. I'm so lonely, Mommy. See the way you raised me? I'll just grab on here 5 more minutes, guys. See how many more trolls can come in 5 minutes. This black bear one's pretty cool, huh? You can read Restarted. Dumb Beans. I'm from LA. I told you. No, you're not from LA. Ain't no way in hell you're from LA. Why in the hell would you want to come from there? I see my feet ain't even scrolling through now. I gotta go up with my finger. What the hell? There you go. If you know how to use it, you know. 5 minutes you can watch like 10 Grim Granite Shorts. Charlie Barnes. Hey, what's up, Stinky Bear Mace? Lou, you're attracting all these people, man. You're just a magnet for trolls. Who cares, AJ? I don't care if either of them burn to the ground, to tell you the truth. Oh, I'm going to go to bed and leave my phone going so y'all can just play with the trolls as long as you want. Oh, I'm from Long Beach, California. Lived in the north. San Diego most of my life. I got you. Sorry to hear that. Mace or face tards, I swear. Go back where you came from, son. You say senior Inchos name and then come. I don't need mace. My arse chases all the vermins off. Oh, I'm sure they do. You couldn't. I bet you couldn't chase a fucking 85-year-old woman down a walking street. All the little dingbats. Yep, you know they're all mommy's misfit children. Never got attention from her mama, so they gotta come here and get it. Right, Paul? Yep, mommy's misfit children trolling the YouTube channel. Mommy, why didn't you pay attention to me when I was younger? Mickey D says, my name is Mickey. And my mama just ignored me the whole time when I was a kid. And now I gotta get here and tell you, my name is Mickey. Oh, didn't you know that, Louie? My name is Mickey. Christy Gink. Okay. This dude keeps talking Spanish like we really give a shit. He can't read. Right. What's going on here is we got trolls. We're making fun of them. This is what time drunk people doom scroll, so it doesn't surprise me. Well, the drunk people get drunk every night of the week, or what? It's not drunks. It's stupid 10-year-olds on spring break that has no parental guidance or supervision. I could see if it was on a weekend, it'd be a bunch of drunks. Is the world full of drunks or what? Okay. I'll leave this on your pile for when we're ready, okay? My goodness, let's discuss something useful. Yeah, this is a nice page, Christy. If you want to talk about nice things, that's usually what we talk on here about. If you got any cool stories about knives or what you like with knives, you collect knives, what do you do with knives? Do you cut stuff in the kitchen with them? It's always sunny. Yeah, that Juan is he's out there. Like I said, he's probably some young teenage Mexican that has nothing better to do than troll. Mommy didn't. His madre. Here's what I say about his madre. Chinga su madre. Querís coger, señorita. Chinga madre. Oh, mis señores. Chinga su madre, cabrón. Pinte madre. Capiche? Threw a little Italian there for you. Or French. Italian. Uh, I told him to go F his mother in Spanish. I don't think he liked it. Well, that's what I told him, Paul. Go screw your mother. That's just how I felt about that guy. The Christie? I don't know a lot about this Christie. She just came on. I asked her if she wanted to talk about, let me see, fishing, live off the land, building cabins, living in the wild. I used to do that. Now I'm retired from it. I'll build you the best damn cabin you ever seen in your life. But I don't do it anymore. I'm retired. I get a pension check every month. I do what I want. I sit here and watch trolls every morning and talk about knives. I do live off of my land here. I got plenty of land. I'm the ugly. What the hell is that? Is that some fat guy in the middle of the Bronx gasping for air and seeking help? What's a ugly? Still laughing. Thought Arizona said America. The bandit town, huh? Am I okay? I'm fine. Yeah. We're just teasing trolls right now. I'm about ready to pull the plug here on this computer because I got to get up early and nature is great. I'm also retired. We got to enjoy our time doing recreational things, camping and such. Oh yeah. I just took the cover off my camper, man. I can't wait to do some more travel this year. I travel all around the country. I might even come see Louis this year. Gringo love on Mexican land. Ain't much of that Mexican land, is there? Oh boy, here we go again. Restart it again. The Battle of the Knife EDC State Channel. The American EDC. Of Pinche Madre, didn't he understand? Oh, that's funny. What? Pinche or Madre? You studied both of them words? Restarted? Yeah. Christy, hey, if you want to come in, I'll be live and actually be talking about knives and stuff and everything good about the outdoors. I'm at the end of my live stream now, so I'm not too prompt. Went to Alaska last year, beautiful place. I got to get up there myself. I got to get up to Alaska. That's for sure. Knife named channels have to fight it out one day. Okay. Mucho retarded. That one is. So, anyways, I'm sick of the Juan. He's gone now. You won't see Juan post again. Anyways, yeah, I gotta get up to Alaska, man. Do some hunting before I get too old to hunt anymore. Maybe take my cameras with me and shoot some wildlife for some magazines or something. I want to get some awesome pictures of the grizzly bears. Remember, I do have a degree in wildlife photography. Yep, I got rid of them. I'm sick of the stupid, dumb shit. People can't be civil. They don't belong here, you know what I mean? Especially if we have an elderly lady here. She don't need to be reading all this crap. Yeah. You hunt for girls with pretty eyes? Come to Arizona, Kodiak. We can sleep on the bunk beds. Uh-huh. You're, I'm taking the top rack. I will try to come back when trolls are done playing childish games. Awesome. I have a diploma in wildlife forestry. Conservation, nice to meet you. Yeah, nice to meet you, and thanks for coming on my live stream. Like I said, I showed off some knives tonight. We talked knives tonight and stuff, and I'm a bladesmith and a leather crafter and a retired carpenter and wildlife photographer and amongst a few other things. And if you get a chance, every Sunday I do a giveaway. I'll make something for people in front of them, whether it's a knife sheath or a knife or whatnot, and then at the end of the night I give it away. So Monday, Sunday, every 8 p.m. Central Time. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. Some people just ain't trolls, Louis. You gotta, I gotta notice that. We tried something different tonight with the trolls. Yeah, we did. Yeah, I wasn't trying to scare her off. No, we were just playing with these trolls. But sometimes playing goes a little too far when you got women on the page, you know. Charity, we love the channel. Yep. So make sure you hit like and subscribe, Christy, and you can see my content, everything that I do. But yeah, I got to send your pile, Lou. That's on a Lou pile. What knives you interested in, Lou? You want that Boker mermaid I got? What do you want to trade for? What interests you? Oh, I hunt and fish, and I love every minute of it. Chicago Bulls watch says it's 3:15. The mermaid knife. Nope. You don't want the mermaid knife? I think I got one. I think you'll like. How about this fine ass ceramic knife in the aluminum case? Sharp as a razor, too, boy. I bet you don't have a ceramic folding knife. That's all ceramic, brother. One of a kind. You want one of my buck 110s? Okay. I start them out at 275. They go up to 425 depending on what I do to them. So if you want me to do a custom buck 110, it's a trade from 275 and up. That's like 3 knives. Regular knife, folding knife. Send me the 110 and it'll be $90 off. So it'll start out at 175 instead of 275. Oh, for the watches? Oh yeah, sure you can. Yeah, I'll give you like 125 off. Is that a deal? So now we're down $275. Send me the knife. Another 95, 90. So 90, 90 and 125. You're looking at 225, around 225. So 50 more bucks. Okay, show me the watches in detail. Are they all three Fossil watches? I have to look them up. But, I'll give you a deal. We'll give each other a deal. Sure you don't want the ceramic knife? That's a beautiful knife, man. Timberline ceramic. Look at it. You can see yourself in it. Mirror finish. That's how much I saved on that Strout V2 125 off. Hell of a deal. Cool. 2 Fossil and 1 Swiss. A Swiss something. You sent me the picture. Send me 3 individual pictures of the dial. You know what I mean? And then the back of them if you can. But if you send me a buck 110, Louis, I'll do you a badass buck 110 for the 3 watches. That's about even. Because really, like Kyle Noseworthy, you won't touch one of his for less than $425. And I think $325. I'll give you a $425 deal. I'll make it look badass. Or just tell me how you want it. But you can get the works for the 3 watches. I'll do the buck 110 pine cone scales. You see the 2 I did with the pine cone scales? People love that. Or even that green earth tone micarta you liked in that one I did with the thicker handles. But if you want me to do mammoth tooth, you got to buy the mammoth tooth because it's $110 for the mammoth tooth. Just to do one knife. And that's cheap. Most of the mammoth tooth scales are like 145 to 210. People that's why you see them case knives that they got at the Deep South Cutlery with the mammoth tooth on it so expensive. That shit is not cheap, boy. Swiss Tech's a knife. He's talking about watches. I like a good Swiss Army knife. Swiss. I showed you the one I had on the other day. Victorinox Swiss Army knife. Or Swiss Army watch. Swiss watch. Yeah, send me the pictures again. Closer detail of just the dial. I mean, we take a picture of each hole dial. And then the backs on them. Same thing. Open it up and take pictures of the backs. Yeah, like I said, for the 3 watches, I'll do you a badass buck 110. It'll be one of a kind. Look at how reflective that knife is. You can see like 3 knives if you really look. This thing's never been used. They make kitchen knives out of ceramic nowadays. I like it. Christy, it's pretty cool. They make a lot of shop knives. out of it. Swiss cheese, your favorite? You like lots of Swiss stuff? No, I don't like Swiss cheese. It's one of my least liked cheeses. My favorite cheese is Saganaki. Opa. Rule number 9. It's a sharp knife. See how sharp this thing is? Come on. Not bad, huh? Not bad. It's ceramic, you know. Oh, that ready to cut anything. What will my favorite cheese could say? Provolone. Oh yeah, provolone. Oh yeah, good Philly cheesesteak with some provolone, boy. I'm gonna try in your throat. Why does it gotta be my hand? Come here. Come look at it real close. Or maybe trade for a custom mat. No, I want the watches, man. I really want them watches. I'll make you a badass. I'll make you a mat too. A mat and a custom buck. That's as far as I go. Like a milder provolone. Okay. What's Fear Buck stand for? Buck knives? I think cheddar is my cheddar. Oh man, I tell you what. Oh, I can. Saganaki is by far my favorite cheese. I love it. Goat cheese. People are evil. I don't know what is wrong with them. They need Jesus and provolone. That's right. And some bread. Some holy bread. People just don't take pride in self-education and in public awareness. You know, they don't really care. They only care about themselves. They don't care what people think about them. You know, just a society gone bad, man. Yep. Listen to this guy. Fossil watches are trash. Yeah, okay, buddy. It's not. They're not my number one watches. My number one watch is a Rolex GMT Pepsi. That's the one I just purchased today. And really, when it comes to watches, Swiss movements ain't got shit on Elgin watches out of Illinois in the United States. And fossil watches are actually for a breed of collectors that actually like fossil watches. I collect them because I like collecting them. Even though I got some, they're on the low end spectrum of my collecting. I just like collecting them because when I was young, I think one of my first watches was a fossil, and I've been collecting them ever since. But by inspiration, as a watchmaker, I'd rather work on a Seiko or a Rolex than I would anything else. My favorite watch to work on is a Seiko and Elgin watches. Oh, God. People are so dumb, man, I swear. Right now, where I'm at, 324. Well, you know what? It's 325 where I'm at. A watchsmith or a watchmaker? Do you like pound watches together or what? I don't think they call them watchmen. It's horography. You're a horographist or you're a watchmaker. You're not a watchsmith. Nobody's a watchsmith. Never heard that. Watchsmith. What's your favorite watch to work on? If you don't mind me asking. My favorite's probably the Seiko 5 Sport. Each Seikos, their movements have so many different configurations. It's hilarious. Omega, the cheap Rolex. $38.61. Well, you can get that thing down in 1 second if you adjust it. You had Seiko G-Shock. I got a couple of them. I wear them for when I'm building houses, doing construction work. Another favorite brand of mine is Bulova. I've got several of them. And I'm currently collecting Elgin watches, pocket watches. I love to work on the Elgin pocket watches. Just picked one up today, Jason. Bulova trash. I just picked up well, I could consider it from the 90s vintage GMT Pepsi Cola watch. Just picked one of them up today. Peace from Brooklyn. Well, I see I lost all my regular patrons. You still here, Paul? Still here, Louie? You just sucking it all in right now, or what? Here? Okay. Well, I'm about out of here, brother. Oh, I'll probably talk to you all tomorrow night. Omega Seamasters are nice. I prefer a lot of the diver watches myself. Omega ain't king. People think the Swiss watches are king, but they're not. Elgin's made in Illinois. Much finer movements and pieces than a Rolex or a Omega. In fact, no other company ever has sold as many watches as Elgin in Illinois, United States. 85 million. That's just pocket watches. That ain't including all the wrist watches and everything else they sold. A lot of people argue that the Swiss watches were better than the American movements. And I say they don't even come close. They're close, but not better. Well, right now my favorite's the one I just bought. GMT Pepsi Rolex. I just picked one up. And my last one before that, I bought a Bulova sport watch. Automatic. Well, Elgin's been around longer than Omega has. They started in the 1700s. You also have the calculator watch? No, I just want the 3 fossils for my collection, or the 2 fossils in the Swiss. I'm not really big on the quartz watches. Digital era, I'm not really big on it. I'm all about the manual and automatics. But now when it comes to the battery operated watches, the quartz, I like the fossils for my collection because I've been collecting them for 40 years, so it's like that's a good start, Jason. You're just now getting into it. There you go. Probably I'll go trade with you for the calculator watch. Two solid gold. What's solid gold? I sure in the hell wouldn't want to wear a solid gold watch. That's for damn sure. I had to plug my dang phone in. Battery's going dead. It's the wristwatch revival. Kodiak Edge. That's good. I can't say I'd really want to have an Omega. And you know what? I got my first Rolex tonight, so it's like I don't really care to get another one of them either, because I'm not that person that has to buy watches that I don't really want for my collection as an investment. I buy a wide variety of watches for my collection of my investment. I'm just not stuck on Omega and Rolex with these Swiss movements. Everybody thinks the shit. I got probably 5 times more Elgins than anything, because I'm 1 hour away from where that factory all started in the late 1600s, early 17, somewhere around there. I can remember. I think they started I think it was in 1741. I can't remember. I just love watches. You know, I don't get watches as a status symbol. I don't tell everybody, oh, I got 10 Rolexes and 25 Omegas and all my shit's made of gold. I don't care. You know, I get what I want because that's what I want. And what other people got, that's what they want. So it's a big market out there. You know what I mean? And I don't try to say, you know, Rolex is better than this, or Elgin's better than this, or this and that. It's a matter of taste, you know. All I know is I got watches for my investment that I'll get more than my money back, and then I got watches I just collect that I ain't looking to get any money back, but I just love them, you know. Like some of the people that buy the high-end watches, Swiss watches, and you know, all these high-end movements, wouldn't be caught dead with a fossil rock. Oh, I would. I'd go out to the fanciest places in the world and wear a fossil watch. Hell, I got Timexes, automatic Timexes that I'll wear anywhere, anytime. We're all different. And sometimes people get caught up in the watch industry. They get this little bit of a narcissistic persona about them. You know what I mean? Like, ooh, look at my watch. Hey, look at this one I got on right now. I picked it up today for $10. But I was there when the Chicago Bulls won that championship. See, the Chicago Bulls watch. I love it. $10. It's probably the cheapest watch that I own now. But I absolutely love it. I'll make me a nice crocodile band for it. I just love the thing, man. I watched every one of Michael Jordan's games, from college all the way through Chicago. Love it. One of my favorite watches now. And I'm not ashamed to wear it any place, anytime, anywhere. Well, it's just not sentimental. My watches don't define who I am, you know. And my collection of watches is a majority pocket watches, which is now making a big comeback. Pocket watches are making a drastic comeback right now. And that means a lot of my pocket watch collection is now an eye catcher. I'd rather don a good, beautiful Elgin pocket watch than I would the only Rolex I have and any other Swiss or American movements. Chris looking for a daddy. Why would they say that? I don't think she's gonna answer to you. She's much older than you, and she ain't gonna give you the time of day. Come on, Pollywalk. I'm a serious collector too, Jason. But I'm serious to collect what I love to collect. And serious doesn't mean most expensive high-end watches. A serious collector can collect anything, not just in knives, but in or watches, but even like in knives. I'm a serious knife collector. They're not high-end knives, but I do have a few high-end knives. I've got a few high-end of everything. I collect lots of things. But I don't know what you call serious. I know what I call serious. I'm serious about collecting what I like to collect. But that's basically it. Collecting anything's a passion. You know what I mean? What's your passion? What do you love to do? You know, if you're around my page long enough, you'll see a lot of my watches that I wear. But and most of the time I wear the cheaper ones. But at least once a week I'll have a high end watch on because I ain't really wearing them to please anybody or make me look like I'm one person above the rest when it comes to collecting anything. I don't care, you know. It's like uh, I built a lot of houses in my life. I've built mansions, $1 million homes. I built modular homes, cheap homes. I built just about everything. At one time, back in the 1700s and through now, especially back in the 1700s, personal possessions were a means of showing your wealth, and a lot of that carried through generations to generations, you know, like people like to build their homes based on their wealth status, you know. Theoretically, if I was to win the lottery and I became a billionaire, I would live in a rundown cabin. Wouldn't care what, you know what I mean? It wouldn't be a rundown cabin. I'd build myself a beautiful log cabin where I want it and how I want it, you know. But yeah, I mean, people, even their furnishings in their house, their furniture, they could have a house look like a shack on the outside, but you come inside and just the furnishings in it are just unreal. And it still shows the status of wealth. Some people like to use watches for a status of wealth. You know what I mean? See, to me, that's just materialistic. It doesn't mean nothing to me. You know, materials don't judge a person for their character, or it doesn't show a person's character. It just makes a status. You know, if somebody has high-end furniture or high-end watches or high-end collectibles, it doesn't mean that their character is high-end. You know what I mean? In fact, a lot of the people that are in the high-end collectibles are the worst characters there are in human beings, to tell you the truth. I already told you the most expensive watch that I have. And I don't care if somebody's got a $20,000 Rolex. My $10,000 Rolex is just fine. I'm happy with it. Expense don't mean nothing. Character does. And you don't have to go on somebody's YouTube channel and say, oh, you ain't got a $60,000 watch. You're not playing the game, or you're not, no, I'm not. I'm not a narcissistic retard. You know what I mean? I don't care what other people own and how much it costs them. You know, I retired as a union carpenter. I made $138,000 a year, and I enjoyed my career. And now I'm retired. I do whatever the hell I want. And now I'm starting to spend my money on things that I want. But like I said, personal possessions does not have anything to do with a person's character. And people that generally tend to flaunt it are the ones that don't have any character. You know, to me, I'm the type of person that gains respect out of people by my actions, not by what I have. You know, I'm a knight of Columbus, you know, through the church, and I help feed the needy and the poor. I'm at the homeless shelters, serving meals to people that need food. I help take care of people. My character's judged very well around my community and my town and towns surrounding me. And what people have means nothing to me compared to what people don't have. And being in the military, I've been around the world, you know, 14 countries, 4 continents. You know, I've been all over this country, the United States. I've seen it all. And I know what people have and what they don't have overseas versus here. You know what I mean? So it's a person's character that means more to me than what his personal possessions are. So anyway, Zona, I'm going to get off here, and I'll probably go live tomorrow. Talk about more knives, because that's what this channel is about, not watches. Paul, I'm sure you're lurking in the comments still. All right, Paul. Good night, man. We'll talk to you later. And all you watch lovers, take care. And it's not what you got, it's what you give. That's all you got to remember. We'll talk to everybody later. Peace.